Hey, what's up, guys? Back with another podcast video. Hope you guys are doing great. Actually, the how do I say the school starts in next Thursday. Which is sad. I mean, I was really enjoying my vacation, but it's going to end soon. I mean, it's really sad, right? But actually, I'm not afraid of going to school because I think I prepared really well. I mean, I guess this vacation I special how do I say I let's go I specialize in math, especially math, because I guess we all know that math is not an easy subject and math is not an easy subject. And well, actually, I like math. I guess it's really interesting and it's really fun to solve the difficult problems. So yeah, I studied math really hard. I also did some social studies and science. Also listened to a lot of English. So I'm well prepared. So I'm not afraid of going to school. But if I go to school, uh, there will be like how do I say midterm examination in I guess like April or May. So I mean, which means I need to prepare and which means I need to work really hard for the exam. So yeah, I hope everything works out well. So yeah, now let's talk about this topic. So today we're going to talk about should we sacrifice our sleeping time for studying? So like, yeah, really interesting. Yeah, there are some stories. So yeah, let me tell you the story. So in Korea, we have how do I say scholastic ability exam. So scholastic ability exam. So which is a exam for university. So So like if you get good scores, good university, you bad scores, bad university. So the universities depends on the exam, and we have this exam every year. 19-year-old students or nine over like 19 will like ha 19 will take the exam. And yeah, like I guess like a few months ago, like we had a 2023 what is it called? Yeah, 2023 scholastic ability exam, and like 400 or 500 people join, or if 400 or 500 take the exam. Out is 500,000. Yeah, 500, 400,000 or 500,000 people take took the exam, joined the exam, or I'll say. So, and there were like only three people. There were like only three perfect score. So now yeah we all know that it is really difficult. It is not an easy exam. There were like thousands, like there were like how do I say 500 thousands of people, but there were only three perfect scores. So yeah, it is a really difficult test. And I mean yeah, like the three perfect scores. Now they get really famous, right? By getting the perfect score. Like they got all the questions right. So and they're getting interviewed by the reporter or by the media, and the reporter also asked them about their sleeping time, and you know what they said? They said they sleep like at least 6 or 7 hours every day. So yeah, I mean, so usually like middle school students sleep 6 or 7 hours. They sleep exactly the same hour as the middle school student or high school student. I mean they're having a really important exam, but they sleep like that much. I mean, as far as I know, a lot of how to say 90 students before the scholastic ability exam, they don't sleep a lot. Like they only sleep like 3 or 4 hours every day, and they study like really hard. But the perfect score didn't do that. And the result is, I mean, there must be a people who studied. How do I say? There must be a people who only sleep 3 or 4 hours a day, because like there were like 400 or 500 thousands of people, and there must be at least there must be one people or not one. There will be a lot of people, right? But as we can see the results, the people who sleep, we can see the perfect score who sleep 3 or 4 hours. I mean, all the perfect score sleep at least 6 or 7 hours, right? And what they said in the interview is, so what they said is I try to sleep less than 6 or 7 hours, but whenever I do that, I always feel tired and I can study. I can't focus, so uh, I guess yeah, that's why I sleep at least 6 or 7 hours every day. And even though you sleep that much, you have you have a you have good concentration, like you have good focus, so you study better. So that's what they said. So how do I say? Yeah, that's what they said. And also, I think it's not effective to you know it's not effective to sacrifice our sleeping time for study. Because let's say you go to sleep at 11, you go to sleep at 11, and let's say you go to sleep at 11, but you forgot to do your homework, and so you forgot to do your homework. And if you do your homework at your sleeping time, which is 11, if you do your homework while at your sleeping time, then how do I say? It's going to take more time. So like we all have like a biological rhythm, right? So let's say you sleep at 11 and you wake up at 8 a.m., 8 in the morning. If you keep doing this, you will have the biological rhythm. Like so when it's 8 a.m., you're starting to wake, how to say, yeah, uh you're being awake, and yeah, when it becomes 11, you're you're starting to get tired, right? So this is like a biological rhythm. So I mean, so you're like, I mean, it's 11, but you have to do your homework. And when you do your homework, because of like due to biological rhythm, you start to get tired because yeah, you always sleep. You used to always sleep at 11, but now you're not sleeping. So yeah, you're getting tired. So I mean, and when you're tired, it's hard to focus, right? Because like like your minds are like, oh, I'm sleepy, I'm tired, I want to go to bed, I want to take a sleep, but you also need to study. So it's hard to focus. And also yeah, like when you study, when you're sleep when you're how do I say, when you're tired and when you study, it's not going to work well. So yeah, it's going to take more time. But if you study like when you awake, or if you study after a good amount of rest, or if you study like not in your sleeping time, then it's going to take less minutes or less hours, because first of all, you're not sleepy. And say yeah, when you awake, like you take how do I say, good amount of rest, which means like you have energy, right? You're not sleepy. I mean, while you were sleeping, your energy charged up, so you have a good amount of energy, and you have a good focus. So yeah, it will take less time. So let's say if you study at your sleeping time, how do I say? Let's say if you do your homework, or if you study at your sleeping time, it will take 2 hours. And let's say, and if you study, but if you study like as soon as you wake up, or if you study like how do I say? If you study as soon as you wake up, it will only take 1 hour, which is super fast, right? Which is super faster than doing your homework or studying at your sleeping time. So yeah, I mean now, yeah, we all know it is really effective. So well, that's why I think it's not a really good idea to sacrifice our sleeping time for studying. This is the first reason, and I also have some experience about it. So I guess yeah, I had experience about a year ago. So at that time, you know, yeah, I had a homework, but but I was playing soccer with my friends, and the soccer was so much fun. I know I have to go home and do my homework, but it was so much fun. So I couldn't help it, right? I was just playing soccer. I guess at the time I played soccer whole day, and yeah, like how to say, I'm back at home. I eat dinner, I take a shower, and after that it was 11, which is a time for me to go to sleep. And but I was like, oh, I mean, oh, I didn't finish my homework, but I must finish this homework by tomorrow, or else I'll get punished by teacher. I don't want that to happen. Yeah, I was like that. And so yeah, I mean, I decided I'm going to do my homework. I decided I'm going to do my homework instead of sleeping. So yeah, I did my homework in 11. I did my homework like, I guess I finished at, I guess I finished over 12. I guess I finished at 12:20 or 12:30. Yeah. So yeah, I sleep really late. And yeah, what happens? Tomorrow and next day, it was horrible. So yeah, I almost missed the school bus, and I was also like, how do I say? I was very sleepy in the school bus. Like my cats were bouncing. Like this. This happens. When you're sleeping. How do I say? This happens when you're sleepy, and so yeah, this happens, and also like in school. Uh, well, actually, you know what happens in school? I get the punishment. I mean, I finished all the homework, but I get the punishment because yeah, I sleep I sleep while the how do I say class hour. I sleep in the class hour. So yeah. So I was like, I was so tired at the time, and my hands were on the desk, and like sleeping on the desk, and my teacher woke me up like, hey David, wake up, and then I get the punishment. I guess the punishment was about cleaning the clean the class after the school. I mean, well, yeah. Who wants to get the punishment like that? I mean, no one. I mean, yeah, who wants to clean the huge class after finishing school? Like everyone is going to home, but who wants to who wants to clean the class and go to home late? I mean, no one wants that, right? Well, actually, so I got the punishment. So it was a really horrible day for me, and like after a few months, I didn't finish my homework again, but and I didn't finish my homework again. I guess at that time, I was playing Korean chess. I was playing a lot of Korean chess I was playing a lot of Korean chess with my brother, Carl. It was so much fun, so I couldn't stop it. I played too much, and then yeah, I dinner, I take a shower, and it was 11. So, but so I was like, thinking, oh, should I do homework or should I go to bed? But I decided I'm going to go to bed because I already experienced. I had a horrible day like a few months ago, so I decided I'm not going to do my homework, and I go to bed. I go to bed, and what happens is I woke up. Yeah, I woke up. How do I say? Um, yeah, I woke up early tomorrow. I woke up early next day because I took a good amount of sleep. And well, actually, so yeah, I took it as since I rest a lot, I was full of energy because while I was sleeping, my energy charged up. So my energy was like 100%. So I was really active, and also it was like it was like the how do I say early morning. So which means nobody's wake up, and so which means it's really quiet. So it is a good environment to do the homework. And I did some homework as soon as I woke up, and I did my morning stuff, like how to say eating breakfast and washing my face, and after that it was like 7:10. So I go out at 7:30. So I take school bus at 7:40. So I need to go out. I need to yeah, go out at 7:30, but it was like 7:10. So I have like free free 20 minutes. I have like 20 spare minutes. So I also used my spare minutes to do my homework, and I also did some homework while I was in the bus. And in school there are like how do I say what is it called? There are like self-studying time in the morning. So I also used the self-studying time to do my homework, and actually I finished all the homework, and I didn't get any punishment because I finished homework. I didn't sleep in the class hours, or yeah, I didn't sleep in the class time. So it was really great. I mean, so yeah, like by hearing my experience now, yeah, I guess you guys will. I guess yeah, we all know that. We all know that it's not a good idea to sacrifice our sleeping time for studying. Yeah, by hearing my experience. So yeah, I do not. I definitely do not recommend you guys to sacrifice your sleeping time for studying or for your homework. Yeah, to never do that. So. Well, I guess here we're talking like over 10 minutes. Uh, I guess, yeah, we're talking quite a lot, and it's, I guess, time for me to go. So, as always, if you enjoyed or if it was helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe the channel. And I'll see you guys next week. Please out.